Hello FPL managers, today we have a look at some wildcard drafts for Game Week 4. In today's video, we look over 3 wildcard draft templates to help you guys with your wildcard planning for the upcoming game week, as I'm sure many managers are going to be using their wildcard or are definitely thinking about doing so. If you guys want to get the extra edge this FPL season, then click the top link in the description to get yourself 65% off Fantasy Football Fix Premium and also get yourselves our free strategy guide. So just before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show support for the channel, as we're trying to hit 5k subs by Game Week 5, and also click that notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So taking a look at the first wildcard draft template, this is a 2 premiums 3-4-3 formation draft. Players highlighted in blue are budget options, purple are mid-price options, and yellow are premium options. For the goalkeepers, we have gone with Sanchez and Begovic. Begovic could be any £4 million keeper, but I do think at the moment Sanchez does look to be the best 4.5 option, as Brighton still have some nice upcoming fixtures. Obviously, Brighton have been slightly underwhelming defensively so far, only getting the 1 clean sheet this season, but with the next 4 fixtures of Brentford, Leicester, Palace and Arsenal, it could prove to be a nice time for clean sheets for them. They also faced Norwich in Game Week 8 as well, so really up until Game Week 8 they probably have the best fixtures defensively for any 4.5 keeper, so I do think Sanchez is probably the go. Amongst the defenders, you could go with any £4.5 million defender. At the moment we have gone with Veltman, as he's only 4.4 and he should be coming back into that Brighton defence. Other 4.5 options such as Ben White or Luke Allen could also be good plays here. Moving on, Livramento looks to be the best £4.1 million defender or less, as he is getting starting minutes for Southampton. He provides fairly minimal attacking threat, but he does play in fullback and he has registered a couple of shots, so for 4.1 million he's definitely great value. Trent Alexander-Arnold is the most expensive defender, coming in at £7.5 million, as he has already recorded 22 FPL points so far. This has come about as he has got himself 1 assist and 2 clean sheets, and continues to provide great underlying numbers in terms of assists, as he has the second highest expected assist in the league, only behind Gabriel Jesus. Also, his XA per 90 is very impressive, as he ranks second only to Reece James. So with Liverpool's great upcoming fixtures and his good attacking threat, I think at £7.5 million it is worth spending the money. Luke Shaw comes in at £5.5 million and looks to be a good option as well, as United have some nice upcoming fixtures, where they face Newcastle, West Ham, Villa and Everton as their next 4. United have looked fairly solid defensively so far, despite only getting 1 clean sheet. Luke Shaw has been a bit timid in attack, but I am hoping he can get forward in the coming weeks and get himself more attacking returns. Finishing off the defence, Semedo is coming in at £4.9 million and is in there to capitalise on Wolves' nice upcoming fixtures. If you are wildcarding, it is necessary to have a Wolves defender, as they have some great upcoming fixtures and they have looked fairly solid defensively. Semedo doesn't really have any competition for that right back spot besides Kajana Højbjerg, but I do think Semedo will be the preferred option. Also, you can rotate between him and Veltman for the 3rd defender spot. Moving on to the midfielders, Sissoko is the budget 4.5 option, and for the mid-price players we have gone Traore, Torres and Benrahma. These 3 players not only have good fixtures but also have some nice underlying numbers as well. Traore is amongst the top players for shots so far this season and has a fairly nice XG and XA per 90 as well, but has just not been able to put it on the score sheet. He currently has the same XG per 90 as the likes of Mo Salah, but he just can't turn over his chances, so with this fixture turn coming up it could be a nice time for him to capitalise on the goals. Torres looks to be a great option that Man City attack, as he looks to be the sole striker, and Benrahma has been very impressive so far, being one of the top scoring players in the middle of the park. And as the premium option in midfield, it is Mo Salah, who's coming in at £12.5 million. I do think if you could pick any premium midfielder in the game, Mohamed Salah would definitely be the best option, as he has already recorded 30 points so far. With 2 goals and 2 assists, he continues to be a nice option, and he does have a fairly nice XG as well to cap it off, so I do think he looks to be the best premium option. Moving on to the forwards, it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Cristiano Ronaldo and Mikel Antonio in a star-studded forward line. Calvert-Lewin has got himself 3 returns in 3 matches and looks to be nice valued at £8.2 million. Ronaldo is the fresh signing into the Premier League, coming in at £12.5 million and would be a great option to take the captain's armband as well. If you are planning on wildcarding, I would get rid of Bruno Fernandes to being Cristiano Ronaldo, as he will be obtaining more attacking positions and he'll be taking plenty of shots. And Mikel Antonio remains as the 3rd striker option, who is coming in at £7.9 million, as he's the top scoring player in FPL so far. Until he gets injured, there's no reason for him to leave the team, as he continues to be such good value. So the squad value is coming in at £100 million, with in the bank between £0 to £2 million, as I'm sure many managers should be able to afford this team. The projected Game Week 4 points is sitting at 58, assuming that you captain Cristiano Ronaldo, and as I touched on before, the formation is 3-4-3. Building on the first wildcard draft, this is another 2 premiums draft which obtains a 3-5-2 formation. The main differences in this draft is that Connor Cody comes in place of Nelson Semedo to free up that £0.4 million, and Sofal comes in instead of Luke Shaw. Sofal also frees up that $500,000 as he looks to be nice value, as I'm hoping West Ham can pick up their clean sheet count, and Sofal has been fairly impressive in terms of the assist threat. There are big changes in the midfield as Mason Greenwood and Diogo Jota come in place of Traore and Sissoko, as this is a serious upgrade to the midfield. Greenwood has been impressive so far this season, getting himself 26 points in his first 3 matches, recording 3 goals over this period. I would expect him to hold his starting place, as I would expect him to play either left wing or right wing with Ronaldo's arrival. Also, in light of Firmino's new injury, I do think Diogo Jota could be a nice option, as I am hoping he can get starting minutes over this period, if not get subbed on for potential points as well. He has recorded 17 points so far, but has only started 2 games as he has recorded 2 goals, so if he can keep getting more starts for Liverpool, he looks to be great value. Liverpool also have a nice next 3 matches where they face Leeds, Palace and Brentford, so if he can get starts, he will be getting plenty of points. Looking at the forward line, the main change is that Scarlett comes in instead of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, as you do drop shot the 2 strikers formation to throw that extra midfielder slot. The squad value of this team is £0.2 million more expensive than the first one, as it is coming in at 100.2 million value, but it's also predicted the same points for Game Week 4 at 58. And as the third wildcard draft, it is the aggressive draft with 3 premium options. This draft goes back to a 3-4-3 formation as it looks to have 2 premium strikers. Looking at this draft, the goalkeeping combination does stay the same with Sanchez and Begovic, as they continue to be the best value options at their price tag. Livramento and Trent Alexander-Arnold also stay in the team, as I do think despite having 3 premium options, it is still viable to have Alexander-Arnold, as he is such a good option. Luke Ayling comes into the side at £4.5 million, and Duffy comes in instead of Veltman, as he is 0.2 cheaper. Duffy should be getting some starting minutes over the coming weeks, so he could cash in on a couple of clean sheets and maybe get himself a header goal and bonus as well. So I do think if you want to free up money, it could be worthwhile saving that £0.2 million and going to Duffy instead of Veltman. Connor Cody is the other 4.5 option along with Luke Ayling, as I do think Wolves have some nice upcoming defensive fixtures and they have looked fairly solid at the back so far. Cody has got very good security for his position, as he's only missed 4 minutes so far this season and tends to play nearly every minute in the Wolves campaign. So with their nice upcoming fixtures of Watford, Brentford, Southampton and Newcastle as their next 4, Connor Cody could be the best £4.5 million defender option. Moving on to the midfielders, we obviously dropped Ferran Torres down to Sissoko to free up that extra money to bring in the premium striker. Sissoko looks to be a decent shout for £4.5 million, but he will be getting benched anyway, so I won't be too worried about who you go for at that spot. Also, Traore comes in as that other Wolves option, as he could be nice about £6 million, he just has to start putting the points on the board. Mo Salah stays the same as the sole midfielder premium option at £12.5 million. Demarai Gray comes in at 5.6 as he's got himself 2 goals so far this season and could be a nice choice in place of Dominic Calvert-Lewin to cash in on those Everton attacking assets. He is £2.6 million cheaper than Calvert-Lewin, and if he can match anywhere near his points that he's going to get over the next few weeks, he could prove to be a nice value option. And to finish the midfield, Saïd Benrahma is coming in at £6.4 million and continues to be a nice value choice. Recording 2 goals and 2 assists so far, I doubt you find a better player at his price tag than him at the moment in terms of form, so he continues to stay in the squad. And looking to the forward line, it is a star-studded lineup with Lukaku, Ronaldo and Antonio all named up top. This is obviously an incredibly aggressive play, but it could be worth it as Chelsea have Aston Villa at home in Game Week 4, who don't have Martinez, so I do think Chelsea can score a couple of goals in this match. Obviously, Lukaku has already got himself his first goal in just 2 games, recording 10 points across this time, and with Aston Villa once again in Game Week 4, I do think he can get more points on the board. He does have Tottenham and City in Game Week 5 and 6, which could be a bit difficult, but Chelsea have looked fairly solid so far this season, so I wouldn't put it past them to get them a couple of goals. After that, they face Southampton, Brentford, Norwich, Newcastle and Burnley, so Lukaku does look to be a nice long-term option, and you could cash in on some price rises. Ronaldo, as I touched on before, looks to be a very nice option in that Manchester United attack and is probably the best attacking asset, so for that reason he does take the captaincy armband as United are facing Newcastle at home. And to finish the forward line, Antonio stays in there at 7.9 million as he is such a nice value choice. Being the top scoring player in the game with 4 goals and 4 assists in the first 3 matches, there's no need for him to depart the squad. This team also comes in with a squad value of £100.2 million and is the same as the second wildcard draft, which should leave managers £0 to £2 million in the bank. This draft is projected 2 points less than the other 2 drafts at 56, and as I touched on before, has a formation of 3-4-3. So that's what we've got for today for the wildcard drafts of Game Week 4. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to show support for the channel as we're trying to hit 5k subs by Game Week 5. And also click that notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads, and leave a comment what you guys thought of this video and are you guys using your wildcards this week. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.